5 reasons why I like Albion Online and why I would recommend that other people play the game. First of all, it is a single server game. So, as we're here in town, we see a lot of different people running around. And the reason why it's so populated is because everyone is in the same shared world. Now, there are other games that have everyone on a mega server like Guild Wars 2. However, they all have some sort of phasing, which means that you are not going to be able to see everyone. You will see some people, but you won't see everyone because the game just can't display every player at the same time. Then, of course, other games don't have a mega server. Many of them just have multiple segregated servers, which is fine, but then that means that even if you have tens of thousands of people playing concurrently, you're only going to actually see or interact with the maybe 2,000 or 3,000 of them that call your server their home. In Albion Online, everyone's there. So if I said, I want to meet you in Yewood, just north of Lyndhurst, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you could download the game, make your character, go over there, and as a new player, we could meet up. There'd be absolutely nothing to stop us from just meeting there as if it was real life. And that's really cool. It's cool because so many other games you would have to say, well, what server are you on? And then maybe you're on a mega server that's shared, but you would have to say, let's make sure that we're joining a group together so that we're all in the same map instance. It just winds up being sort of immersion breaking when you have to do that. Albion is pretty amazing in that particular way. And on top of it, it also makes it feel more like an international community because all over the world, wherever people play the game, they're all sharing the same maps. So when you go to bed, other people on the other side of the world are probably waking up and they will log into the game and populate it while others are gone. So there's never really a time when nobody's online. It's a living world that feels like it is populated with real people, which is very nice. Now, number 2, I would say true accessibility. And by that, I'm really referring to the lightweight client that the game has. It's not a hard game to run on most computers. Most computers can run Albion without any problem because it's not extremely graphically intensive. Think New World, for example, when it came out and people were freaking out because their graphics cards were getting burned up by the game. Well, that's not really exactly accessible to everyone, I wouldn't say. It's accessible to people who have good computers. It's accessible to, I suppose, most people in the gaming community because most people that like to play games a lot do have reasonably good computers. But what about people in other countries that maybe are more likely to want to play a game on their phone because that's what they have? Or people who don't have access to the newer computers, can they play the game? And I really do think if a big part of the population can't play the game because they don't have a device that can play it, that changes the dynamic of what kind of a community you can build. With Albion, pretty much anybody with a computer or a phone anywhere in the world can make an account, sign up, and play completely free. Now, if you don't have premium, you're not going to make as much coin, you're not going to get as much fame as quickly, and certainly there's a disadvantage to not paying to play the game. But unlike some games which have a hard wall, Albion does not have any such thing. You can truly download the game, play it for free, and if you're not trying to be competitive, you could never pay a dime for the game, and you could have a good time. It's really up to you. But accessibility, pretty amazing. And then again, segueing from the topic of a light client, Albion is wonderful for multitasking. So if I come home from work and I just want to sit down, play Albion, and chill out and enjoy thinking about very little of anything, I can do that while I'm watching a YouTube video on the side or the evening news or whatever it is I want to do while I'm playing the game. I can divert my attention and come back. I can do other things and easily take my computer mouse from the game right across over the edge into my second monitor and be doing something else. There's no alt-tabbing or toggling or hitting a specific button so that I can free up my cursor or anything like that. It's just very easy and seamless to do more than one thing at once and fit Albion into your routine, whatever that might be. Or even with the mobile client, you can play on your phone while you're outside walking the dog, or while you're on a road trip traveling for business and you check into a hotel room and you pull out your phone and you can go do your daily gathering in Albion while you're in a hotel room, and you didn't have to bring your computer or set anything up. You just hit the button and log in, and it's truly cross-platform. So if you sign in on mobile and you sign in on your PC interchangeably, it's the exact same account, it's exact same character. You're going to spawn back into the map in exactly the same place where you logged out last time. I really do like that. True free agency would be my number 4 reason why I think people should give the game a try. And that is that this is a game without quests. There's nothing there for you to do. There's no quest that you click your way through. All you do is sign into the game, meet people, talk to people, fight people, and grind your way through the world. And if you want to have a bit of imagination, you can have fun with the fact that the game is loosely inspired by Arthurian lore and legend, or you can just imagine your own story as you go, or you can just play it competitively. You can do whatever you want, but there's nothing narrative-wise in the game that channels you on rails and says you have to go through this specific path of progression, and if you don't do this particular thing, then you're not going to progress. You can just do what you want, which is amazing. And finally, I would say free market. It's a game where everything is consumable, everything is destructible, everything is player-made, and the prices for everything are truly determined by a simulated free market. And you have tools like relative volume and stock chart style, graphs, and buy and sell orders, all the things you would need to play the market and to have a good time immersing yourself in the game as a simulated economy. But it's also a little bit more fun and lighthearted. than EVE Online, which is about the only other game I know that has an in-depth MMO economy like Albion. So when you combine those 5 things, those would be my big reasons why I've personally always come back to the game and why I'd recommend other people to give it a try. That it's a single server, it's very accessible, it is multitasking friendly, players have true free agency to do whatever they want in the game, and it has a stimulated free market, which makes the money feel meaningful and exciting to earn. So if you have not tried Albion Online, I would recommend you do, because it is in fact free to play. You can go download the client, give it a whirl, see if you enjoy it, and whether you continue to play or not, you can find out whether it's fun without actually investing a dime. Thank you for watching.